Are Nendoroids in trouble? Good Smile Company may have some competition for both their Nendoroid and Nendoroid doll line. The brand Blokees has popped up and is going to be taking the figure world by storm. I feel like they already are, but they are also now coming for Good Smile Company as a direct competitor. This brand also gets licensed officially just like Good Smile Company, so all the figures are official. Blokees revealed their version of what looks like a Nendoroid doll at Wonderfest, and they are calling it the Serendipity series. I can't pronounce that fully. And spoiler alert, it looks pretty good. Their version of Nendoroids looks to be coming as well. We just don't have enough info on that yet. We just have a little teaser photo. First, they're going with the Nendoroid dolls before the Nendoroids, it seems. Since we have more information on the Serendipity series, which is the direct competitor of what looks like Nendoroid dolls, we're going to focus on that first. Now, Blokees tends to do more model kit type things. So while this looks just like a Nendoroid doll, it will be assembled and put together more like a model kit, and I'll show photos of that as well. So it looks like they're starting off strong with a Miku. Of course, they're going to start with a Miku. What else would you start with, really, if we're going to be honest here? And it looks good, and it comes with a lot of things which we're going to break down together. First of all, looking at the height. Including her head, this Miku figure will be 14 centimeters. Without the head, it will be 10.3 centimeters. So 10.3 centimeters will be the size of the body on its own. A standard Nendoroid doll body without head is 10 centimeters. So there's only a 0.3 difference here. So they are about the exact same size. This figure will come with 3 faceplates. Now this is a big difference here. Nendoroid dolls, when you get them, typically don't come with any faceplates except for the one that's already on the doll. Typically, they don't come with anything extra. There may be an outlier somewhere out there, but as far as I know, I've only ever got Nendoroid dolls with 1 faceplate. Again, Nendoroid dolls. Not Nendoroids, Nendoroid dolls, the ones that have the doll bodies. It will also include 4 different hand sets, so 4 different sets of hands, where Nendoroid dolls typically only come with 3 different sets of hands. So they got 1 more extra set of hands in there. She comes with her full outfit, which is the same as Nendoroid dolls. I am curious to see if the quality for the outfits will be up to par with a Nendoroid doll. She also has a guitar, a mic, and a clothing stand, which is a lot of extra accessories in there. Nendoroid dolls typically come with none, maybe sometimes 1 accessory, but most times no accessories. Every now and then they'll have some accessories, but it's pretty rare and it's normally only 1 thing. For example, the Demon Slayer Nendoroid dolls do come with their swords. However, Fern and Freegrin from Freegrin's Beyond Journey's End do not come with their staffs. The Miku Blokees figure also appears to come with a clothing stand to put the clothing on, which I think is very nice. Nendoroid dolls do not come with this. Something I did notice, the Blokees Miku figure does not have magnets in the feet and the stand is not magnetic. This is a difference. Good Smile Company, the Nendoroid dolls have magnets in their feet and their stand is magnetic to hold them up. This allows for more options when posing. Also, if you put it on something magnetic, like I have a magnetic shelf, they can just stand up without their stand. The Blokees Miku figure comes with the typical C-clasp stand. Good Smile Company Nendoroid dolls also have that type of stand within the magnetic stand setup. Now, taking a look at some in-hand photos that I was able to find online, it does appear that their Miku figure is put together like a model kit. So when you get it, all the pieces are separate and you're going to kind of pop them together. This is different than a Nendoroid doll that comes already all put together and then you just put the outfit on. This one you kind of got to build and put together on your own. I'm assuming everything just kind of pops in place, but once it's put together, it looks really, really good and just like a Nendoroid doll. Now let's talk about the most interesting part, this price point. Let me start by telling you, Nendoroid dolls are typically $60 or more depending on the complexity of the outfit. I've seen Nendoroid dolls be all the way up to $100 because of the complexity of their outfits. This first Blokees Miku figure is only going to be $27.99 USD. That is a little less than half of a Nendoroid doll's price at their typical $60. Now again, those prices can go up for the Nendoroid doll specifically. $60 is just like a good base price. I can tell that the price point of Blokees will be a huge selling point for people. When looking at in-hand photos and stuff, there also appears to be some kind of carrying bag for the Miku figure, which is similar to the Good Smile Company Nendoroid doll carrying bags. I can't lie, I absolutely love this. I love an accessory, I love a carrying bag, like this is right up my alley. Now this appears to be an exclusive, like an event exclusive gift. I don't know if you'll be able to order it other places later on or how that's going to work. There's not a lot of information for it, but I do know a bag exists, which means in the future more characters might get bags like this. This figure is supposed to be released on the 21st of October this year. However, people at Wonderfest were able to get it early. They also showed off the bodies of these figures, showcasing the posability, their joints, and that kind of thing. Now, this body overall has some great posing abilities. And it also really reminds me of the very loved OB11 bodies in the Nendoroid doll community. OB11 bodies are 11 centimeters, hence the name OB11, whereas the Blokees bodies are 10.3 centimeters, so a bit smaller than the OB11 bodies. I will be curious to see if the Blokees bodies are compatible with Good Smile Company Nendoroid dolls. Because if these bodies are really, really nice, you could even just get the bodies if they sell them separately and put them with your regular Nendoroids to turn them into Nendoroid dolls. Kind of like how people do with the OB11 bodies. You know, I always love another body option. Right now my favorite is still the Good Smile Company bodies, but hey, my mind could be changed. I will be trying to get my hands on the Miku as soon as possible. That way I can do a comparison, show you everything about it, and we can kind of break things down. Now again, the biggest difference I'm seeing here is it's kind of sold and presented more as a model kit than a doll. But it looks just like a Nendoroid doll and poses just like a Nendoroid doll from the photos I've seen. And it is very, very cute. Now I will be curious to see if the quality in the paint, the design, posability, everything lives up to the quality of Good Smile Company figures. There's no way for me to tell that until I have it in hands though. Now, what does this mean for Good Smile Company? They will now have an official direct competitor, which competition is a good thing. I hope that this can push Good Smile Company and Blokees to do better and do their best and continue to improve. Like, they can kind of help each other succeed here. I know that price point is going to be a big selling point for Blokees. I mean, a little under half the price of a Nendoroid doll. Nendoroid dolls are already very, very expensive, so I can see a lot of people wanting the Blokees just for that price point alone. More options in this hobby to be able to collect dolls and have your favorite characters and things like that is always welcomed, and more accessibility is always welcomed as well. Also, Good Smile Company will probably still be able to get more license and get license easier than Blokees will. Only time will tell how that all is going to go with the licensing things. So Good Smile Company might have the upper leg in the licensing aspect of things. Overall, I'm just really excited that we're getting figures that are like Nendoroids and Nendoroid dolls to kind of compete with Good Smile Company, because I just want to see Good Smile Company improve and do better, and this could be it. And also, if these figures are great, I definitely will collect them too, because I love Nendoroid dolls and it's basically the same thing. Maybe. I have to see it in hands. But I'm just super excited about this news overall. I've seen a lot of other people excited about it too. I can't wait to get my hands on it and review it for you guys. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay cozy!